is a new episode, and till now I have shown problems in linear equation uh, with the expression given with uh, means the equation, it is given directly as a linear equation which resembles with the straight line, and then after some problem which is descriptive, where the condition is given and you have to make an equation from that condition and then solve the variable part that is given. And for every time I got one solution. It is a single solution because that is a equation. Now I will come to another part of an equation where the equation is consist of absolute what? Absolute value. This is a specific kind of equation where the variable having with a combination of constant or variable itself having absolute value. So what is that absolute value is term mean to us? Now this sign is called the mod value. So in between these two bars, parallel bars, if any constant, any variables are there, and it signifies that the value of this as a whole will always positive. So that means if this sign represents a value as a whole is a positive and there is a variable inside, so this can only be possible because there should not be any boundary for which I can consider, because in any mathematical expression you will not get something will derive or will protect you to calculate anything, and this condition has to be assumed. If this, for some cases, it is a specific case where if this symbols implies the value of this as a whole, if I remove this will be positive, then this may only be possible if I take the absolute value. That means if there is why I am saying this, if mod of velocity, I say velocity means I am taking the velocity value inside. As you know that velocity is a vector and it depends on the value plus the direction, and this direction is impacting the value itself. So if something told to be a within a this signature and it is a absolute value, then whatever the outcome, it will come as a positive only. Okay, so if I say some vehicle is moving this side with a positive velocity v, and at the same time one velocity is moving in this direction with a negative velocity v, so the absolute value of those vehicle to each other, if I take this is a reference, so that would be the v plus v, isn't it? Because these are, now this can be understood by saying v minus of minus v. Okay, because this velocity as per the reference frame of this is on the opposite direction and velocity is defined by its value and the direction too. So if I can say v plus v is the ultimate value of this, so what I am taking? I am taking the absolute value of this v plus v, because minus and minus become nullified. So this condition is also understood by this. If the mod of anything is always positive, this would only be possible if I say it is minus x when x is less than 0. That means x less than 0, if it is the value of the x is less than 0, that means whatever value I will take, it will automatically will assign the sign negative, and then after if it is multiplied with the negative, I will get a positive value, and which will satisfy this term, because whatever the value is, it will give a positive value. And if it is x when x greater than 0, that means x greater than 0 will not will not carry any negative sign, and if it is multiplied with positive sign, it will be automatically positive. So this implies two conditions: when the x value itself is less than 0 with a negative sign, I will get the same as per the definition, and if it is more than 0, acquainted with a positive sign, it will satisfy the. So this sign will satisfy both this condition, when x is less than 0, greater than 0. Accordingly, I will choose the sign. So this is the overall understanding of absolute value. Now we will do something related to linear equation or a condition where this absolute value will come. So how? So let take an example. 4p minus 7 mod is equal to 3. So this kind of equation, there may be a solution which is more than one, or a set of solution within some range the solution will lie. How? Now as we know, this mod value signifies the absolute value of this. So the condition 1, where the same thing that I have shown for x, 4p minus 7 is less than 0. This could be a possibility that this value is less than 0. Then I will take this as minus 4p. Then only this mod value will satisfy, because this will give absolute value. And if it is this value inside this bracket is minus, then with the minus it will give a positive. So that will be equal to 3. This is the condition 1. And this condition will always be this two type of condition, where this value inside that mod will be less than 0 or greater than 0. So taking this as first condition, I will get some value of p that is equal to, now negative 4p is equal to 1. So for condition where this is less than 0, p is equal to 1. That means if this is, I can further come to conclude that it is less than 7 by 4. So that means p value from here, because it is an inequation, so it should not be have a definite value, rather a range of values or a condition in equation. This is called inequation. One, no equal sign will come, only equal sign will come. There may be possibilities with this kind of sign, equal may come, with that also an inequation. But on where purely equal sign will come, that is called, that we call as equation. So this is an equation, inequation, where the p values from there, let me do it step by step. 4p, if I take it that side, so sign will change. For equation and equation, that the condition or the property will same. When it will switch over to the other side of the sign of the signal unequal sign, that will change its signature itself. So for P, there also by dividing same term with the numerator denominator won't change the condition of the thing unless and until you reverse or reciprocate the fraction. So P is less than 7.7 by 4. That means it is almost 1.3 and P is equal to 1 here it is saying. So this is a definite value I'm getting and this is ranging less than. So I can say P is equals 1 and less than 1.75. This is the first range of value I am getting, because P is equal to 1 and P is less than 1, that means it's definitely boundary the value between P is equal to 1, P is equal to 1 and P is less than this. So this is an range of value, you can say. So anything below 1.7 possible and P is equal to 1. That means from here you can say that if a definite value is possible, so this also satisfies this equation. So the here only possible value is P is equal to 1 only, because that also satisfies this condition also. So P is equal to 1 is a value here. Now move to the second, where second part of this is second part, where 4P minus 7 is greater than 0, then this I can write 4P minus 7 only associated with the positive sign. I will not write because nothing is means positive. So positive need not to write. That is equal to 3. So 4P is equal to 10 and P here is equal to 2.5. So now see the condition, if it is satisfying the same, 4P minus 7 is greater than 0. So 4P greater than 7 and P greater than 1.75. So if P greater than 1.75, this also satisfies this one. So our absolute value would be, so P could be two values, where P is equal to 1 also possible and P is equal to 2.5 also possible. But condition is that P here is P is less than 1.75 and here P is more than 1.75. Okay, so this is an condition for that absolute value. So you will get always a two value. So you will not able to solve it with a one single value. Okay, as per the condition. Now move on to the another example, or we may solve some more example and some more variety. So let me take problem 2. Here also 2 minus 4x is equal to 1. So condition 1, when 2 minus 4x, and we have to think always whatever be the equation or the expression inside the mod, everything together will be less than 0 or more than 0. You cannot leave anything and consider less than 0. So then that will be a wrong thing. So if it is less than 0, so I have to associate it with negative, then both together will give me positive, as mod satisfy the condition. And then 4x is equal to 1. So 4x is equal to 3. I have to associate with or, yes, or x is equal to 3 by 4. Now what should I get here? X, 2x minus 2x less than. So if I reverse it, now see the condition will change here. Once you will reverse, your condition will change, because this I am taking this side, this is automatic. So this case the thing will change. So x greater than, now dividing with same terms of multiplying will not change the sign unless and until we reverse the total expression one from other side. Okay, so x is equal to half. So you see x greater than half and equal to 3 will satisfy the, because 3 by 4 is what, 0.5 and it is 0.75. So greater than half is satisfying this equation. So your solutions for the first case is this one. Later if I take 2 minus 4x, the second condition greater than 0, so your equation will stand as 2x minus 4 is equal to 1. From there 4x equal to 1, x is equal to 1 by 4. So from here we will get 4x less than 2 and x less than 0.5, and here it is 0.25. So it also satisfying the equation x is equal to 0.25, which is less than 0.5. So I am getting two solutions for this equation. One is 0.75, one is 0.25. Okay. Now one more also. Is saying mod of 2x minus 3 is equal to 4 minus x. Now only for the case where these signs are coming, we will consider less than or more than, not where there is no such signature. So only the mod values we will consider. So the possibilities, only the expression inside that has to be less than 0, then we will take minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 4 minus x, or 2x plus 3 is equal to 4 minus x, or x, if I take this side, x is equal to minus 1, and if I consider this one, x is equal to 3 by 2, that means 1.5. So x less than 1.5 is minus 1, it satisfying. Second condition where 2x minus 3 greater than 0, so 2x minus 3 is equal to 4 minus x, so that means 3x is equal to 7, x is equal to 7 by 3, so it is almost 3 to the 6, 3 bar. So here it is x greater than 1.5, x greater than 1.5, 2.3 bar is also satisfying. So your answer is 2.33 or your minus 1. So both are the solution of this equation. Okay. Not much variety is there in that, so I will move to some one more kind. Where let's say this is somewhat of two variables I am considering, and this is bit tough, so if it not to follow, so don't see it, but still I am showing. This is a level of cat you might face, so if you are not interested, you don't see it, but as it is covering the same subject, I will solve it. So how many pairs of integers, it says how many pairs of integers x and y satisfy this equation. So this is a kind of till now we have seen only one variable, but here two variables are been given. So what could be the possible solution for this equation? So it is a multiplication being given, x plus mod x minus 3 and mod y. So x and y, you can see these are two variables. They may not be dependent to each other or may be dependent each other, you never know. So one thing you have to clear in mind, not for any value of x you have to take the reference value of y. That means if I say mod x equal to minus x for x less than 0, it may possible for that condition y can be 0 less greater than 0 or y can be less than 0. Any condition may arrive. So first I will consider, let's say there may be 4 possibilities where x is equal to minus x when x is equal to less than 0, and at the same time y is minus y where y less than 0. So two conditions, this is the first set of condition I am taking. If that is so, then I will say x minus 3 minus y plus 4 is equal to 12. Okay. So here I'm keeping sign out of the variables. So this I'm taking minus common, this is taking to minus plus, this will 95, and there is no change on the right hand side. Now you see 12 can be factorized in terms of 6 into 2 and 12 into 1 and 4 into 3. These are the three possibilities of pair of factors can form 12 together. Okay. Now out of this, if I choose one, let's say I am considering 6 and 2. For any set of values, whether it is possible to find 6 and 2 here on the left hand side. If let's say x is equal to 3, it will make 6, and y is equal to how much? Y is equal to 6 will satisfy this equation. This is one set of value that is possible, because this may be x is equal to 3 by 4, this will be 6, and y is equal to 6 I put, I will get this. So this is one set of value where x and y is equal to 3, 6. Any other value is possible. If I say the first term to consider as 12, so it will be 9, and 9, x is equal to 9, and y is equal to, I can say I have to bring 1, so y is equal to 5. This could be another possibility. So what I get, x and y, I am writing like that. So there may be the possibilities to get these factors. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 6. Any other possibilities if I get? Now if I want to turn this as 6, so I want to get y as 10, and if I want to turn this to, is it possible? X is equal to, but you consider this the primary condition, x less than 0, y less than 0, then after I got this equation. So this value is not possible, y10 is not possible, but because this is more than 0 for I'm considering the value, then after I will nullify. Y is equal to 10 and x is equal to, that is equal to x is equal to minus 1. If I say, that will be that one value satisfying, other value not, so set of values I am not get. So what are the possibilities where this possibilities will come? for any value of x is equal to, that means if x has to be 6, so x has to be always positive, which is not possible. If x has to be 2, then it must be x plus 3 must be equal to 2, so that means x is equal to minus 1. If x is equal to minus 1, this also has to be 6, so y always be positive. So for any such cases, x is minus and y is plus is not possible. So these factors is not possible to bring with any combination of x and y. Understood? Now going to this factor 12 and 1. If I want to make 12 this, so y will be more than 12, so y will be positive, not possible. So if I want to bring this as equal to 1, this factor, so y here, y minus 4 is equal to 1 if I say, so y has to be minus 5, so it is possible. So in that case, other has to be 12, but is it possible to bring x is equal to minus? Not possible. So these factors also not possible with any combination of x and y. Now come to this. If x is equal to x plus 3 is equal to 4, so that means x is equal to 1. It is not possible, so I have to keep it as 3 if I say, so x is equal to 0. So x will be equal to 0, but x is less than 0, so this is also not satisfying. And if y is equal to minus 4 is equal to 4 if I keep, y is equal to 8, this is not satisfying. If I keep 3, so in that case also y is equal to 7. So any of this factor with this condition, it is not satisfying. So the first trial is finished. For any for x less than 0 and y less than 0, this combination, whatever value I am getting to make the factorized, it is not satisfying the condition. So this condition is not possible for this equation, so this I can eliminate. Now coming to the second, if I take x less than 0 and y greater than 0, now this equation will turn into minus x minus 3 and y is positive, means y plus 4, that is equal to 12. Now x plus 3 if I say and y plus 4 if I say is equal to minus 12, because this minus will go there. So for this case, x less than 0, so for then also the same thing, 3 factors, 12 into 1, 6 into 2, 4 into 3, but every time minus will associate with that. So any value for x which is less than 0, that means x could be anything. So can I able to bring this? If I say that minus value I have to bring through this x plus 4, so x has to be something, x plus 3 has to be minus 12, so x is equal to minus 15, possible x will, in that case y plus 4 has to be 1. So is it possible? But y is coming negative, so this factor is not possible with this combination. Now moving to the x plus 3 is equal to, because this I cannot consider negative, so this has to be positive. X minus x plus 3 I am considering minus 6, so x is equal to minus 9 possible. In that case y plus 4 has to be 2, so y is equal to minus 2. So this is also not satisfying the condition, because y has to be greater than. So last one, x plus 3 is equal to minus 4, so x is equal to minus 7. Okay, y plus 4 is equal to 3, then y is equal to minus 1. So this also not satisfying with the condition, so this condition cannot hold good. Coming to, I'm changing the third one, x greater than 0 y. So in that case x minus 3 and y plus 4 will come in picture, because both are positive, 12. Now see, this is again is coming 12 into 1, 6 into 2 and 4 into 3. So x plus 3, if I consider 12, x minus 3 is equal to 12, so x is equal to 15, satisfying. Then at that case other one has to be 1, so y is equal to minus 3, so not possible. So this is not if I reverse it, let's say considering the other one, x minus 3 is equal to 1, then x is equal to 4, satisfying y plus 4 is equal to 12, then so y is equal to 8. So this is a satisfactory one. So the one solution x and y from the third trial, it would come x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 8, where this condition applies. It is third condition. Okay, where x greater than x and y greater than 0. Now consider any other value. Next one, 6 and 12. If I consider 6, this is 2. So whether I am getting positive, this is 9, y is equal to 2. Yes, that is satisfying. X is equal to 9, 2 also good. If I reverse it, 2 and 6 here, so that y will become 2 and this will become 12. That also is good. Y is equal to 2, 12. The first case, if it is 6, x is equal to 9, 2. Oh, this is minus 2 is coming. No, that is not possible. The second last was not possible, so I will not consider this. So 12 and 2 is possible. So now come to the third one. If it is 4, x is equal to 7. Okay, x plus 2 is equal to 3. Y is equal to minus 1, not possible. So it will not be a solution. Now moving to the reverse one. If it is 3, x is equal to 6. Y plus 4 is equal to 4. Y is equal to 0, but it is greater than 0 as per the condition. It can be. So this is not a solution, valid solution. So only the solution, 2 number solution I have got for this case. So I will write one after another. So this is the in third condition I am getting this. The last condition is that all minus, all negative, this negative, this positive, now this positive and this negative. So if I consider this is the last one. So x is equal to x minus 3 into y minus y plus 4 is equal to 12. Now x minus 3, I am considering the negative sign on the other side, 12. So that will become minus 12 into minus 6 into 2 minus 4 into 3. So same thing. If that has to be 1 by 1, I will see is equal to minus 12. So x is equal to that side minus 9. Possible? No possible. So the other one, x minus 3, if it is equal to 1, x is equal to 4 is possible. In that case, y minus 4 has to be minus 12. So that means y is equal to minus 8. Possible? Yes. So x is equal to 4 minus 8. Possible. And moving to, as I understand the first one, if I take the minus, it will not satisfy. Rather, directly I am going to the second. If I take 2, x is equal to 5 is equal to minus 6. So it will become minus 2. It will also satisfy. X is equal to 5 minus 2. Now moving to the last one. If it is x is equal to 3, it is 6. So is equal to minus 4. That is equal to 0. But that is not a condition because y has to be less than 0. So it will not satisfy. So these are the solution from this equation. These are the solution I am getting from this equation. So there are 4 solutions: 4, 8, 12, 2. For this condition, x and y greater than 0, and 4, minus 8, and 5, minus 2. For that, x greater than 0 and y less than 0. So these are the solution for this equation. So this is kind of problem that comes in CAT. You have to solve it. So I have just shown you one kind. So you need not to worry. But, if you are not able to follow, don't follow it. But for the sake of the subject, I have shown you. and in the later I will start quadratic equation. So this is for now. I will move on to the quadratic equation in the next episode. Thank you.